Our shirt on Teespring.
So, let's talk about Tucker Carlson. Imagine a man who looks perpetually confused by a magic trick, but is also somehow the one performing it. That's Tucker. For years, he was the face of Fox News, hosting Tucker Carlson Tonight, one of the most watched cable news programs in America. He wasn't just some guy yelling into a camera, he was the guy yelling into a camera, with millions tuning in every night. Before the grim-faced champion of populist outrage, his journey from standard commentator to king of primetime controversy is astonishing. His Fox show was a masterclass in shaping a narrative. He wasn't just reporting, he was creating a universe for his audience, where he alone told them the truth. Now, for one of Tucker's greatest hits, a real chart topper in the world of terrifying nonsense, the Great Replacement Theory. This isn't some quirky idea like putting pineapple on pizza, no. This is a deeply racist conspiracy theory. It's got a dark, ugly history. Tucker took this vile concept, put it in a shiny primetime package. He used phrases like, "The Democratic Party is trying to replace the current electorate." He pointed to immigration at the southern border, a message profoundly wrong and highly effective at stoking fear and resentment. The Anti-Defamation League repeatedly called for Fox News to fire him. They warned this talk wasn't just offensive, it had real-world consequences. This wasn't isolated. It was a central theme of his show. After the 2020 presidential election, when it became clear that Joe Biden had won, most news outlets did the responsible thing. They reported the results. But Tucker Carlson? Oh no. He decided to open a portal to an alternate dimension, a magical land, where Donald Trump was the rightful winner and the election was stolen by a shadowy cabal of villains. For weeks and months, his show became the headquarters for every half-baked conspiracy theory and baseless claims of voter fraud imaginable. Carlson gave a massive platform to Sidney Powell. Carlson gave a massive platform to Rudy Giuliani. They talked about rigged voting machines, secret algorithms. He would furrow his brow and ask, just asking questions about whether the election was truly fair, knowing full well that the act of asking was enough to plant the seed of doubt in millions of minds. This constant downpour of misinformation had a profound effect. And now we come to the part of our story where the curtain is pulled back, revealing the wizard to be just a man feverishly typing on a keyboard. This revelation comes courtesy of Dominion Voting Systems, the company at the heart of many election fraud conspiracy theories. They got tired of being falsely accused and decided to sue Fox News for defamation for a cool $1.6 billion. As part of that lawsuit, a treasure trove of private text messages and emails from Fox News personalities, including our friend Tucker, became public. Publicly, Tucker entertained the idea the election was stolen. Privately, he thought it was a complete joke. In one text, he called Sidney Powell a liar. He admitted there was no evidence of widespread fraud. He wrote that he hated Donald Trump passionately and called him a demonic force. The lawsuit ended with Fox agreeing to pay Dominion $787.5 million. It was a massive financial and reputational blow. The mask had slipped and what was underneath was not pretty. If you thought Tucker's handling of the 2020 election was bad, just wait until you see what he did with the sequel, the January 6th Capitol attack. This was a day when a violent mob stormed the seat of American government in an attempt to overturn the election. It was fueled by the very election lies Carlson had been promoting. People died. Police officers were brutally assaulted. But on Tucker Carlson Tonight, it was just another opportunity to create a new, more convenient reality. He embarked on a mission to rebrand this violent insurrection as something else entirely. His first move was to downplay the violence. Then he pivoted to an even more audacious claim. The violence was instigated not by Trump supporters, but by left-wing activists and federal agents. His masterpiece of revisionism came when Speaker Kevin McCarthy gave him exclusive access to over 40,000 hours of Capitol security footage. Instead of showing the full, horrifying scope of the violence, Carlson cherry-picked a few minutes of calm-looking footage. He edited out the parts with windows being smashed, officers being beaten with flagpoles, chants of "Hang Mike Pence." The reaction from politicians, including many Republicans, was outrage. It was a deliberate and profoundly dishonest whitewashing of a national trauma. Beyond the grand conspiracies about elections and insurrections, a daily staple of Tucker Carlson's show was a steady stream of comments that critics widely condemned as sexist, racist, homophobic. He had a special talent for mockery and disdain. Women, particularly powerful women in politics, were frequent targets. He once went on a bizarre rant about pregnant women serving in the armed forces. He frequently railed against the Black Lives Matter movement. He would lament the supposed decline of Western civilization. LGBTQ+ people were also a regular punching bag. He often used his platform to attack transgender individuals, mocking the use of preferred pronouns. By ridiculing and demonizing these groups, Carlson was doing more than just stating an opinion. He was telling his audience who it was okay to hate, who it was okay to dismiss. It was a deeply ugly and harmful part of his legacy. So, what is the ultimate impact of the Tucker Carlson phenomenon? In April 2023, just days after the massive Dominion settlement, Fox News abruptly fired him. The exact reasons remain murky. Reports pointed to the Dominion lawsuit revelations and to allegations of a hostile, misogynistic workplace from a former producer's lawsuit. Regardless of the final straw, his reign in primetime cable news was suddenly over. He logged off Fox. He logged on to X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, broadcasting to millions. He perfected a style that blurred the lines between opinion, entertainment, and outright disinformation. His model inspired countless imitators. Deep distrust now defines attitudes toward elections and toward the free press. Many believe the 2020 election was stolen. Many view January 6th as a righteous protest, largely because voices like his repeated those messages. A sprawling network prioritized loyalty to a political tribe over factual reality, arming followers with anger and suspicion, a reminder of how fragile truth is in an age of rage.